I am calling this the most important ongoing political story of our time. There's not necessarily a new development every day, but the momentum is moving every day in one direction for Republican legislatures, and that is make it harder for you to vote. What Stacey Abrams is talking about is Republicans now in Georgia want to limit the way they have successfully voted in the past because they saw it work for Democrats this time.
That's right, Lawrence. And, we've seen this for years now. This is not a new trend. But what we're seeing, I think, in the recent spat of laws is the most severe restrictions put on the right to vote really since the days of Jim Crow. And just like in the days of Jim Crow, we're seeing politicians using the guise of election security to try and put in place laws that are surgically targeted to try and restrict the voting rights of folks who they think might not vote against them or might not vote for them. And so, as a voting rights attorney, I've seen this play out in reality. I've seen the frustration on a voter's face when they realize that they've missed some arbitrary deadline or they don't have the right ID. It's heartbreaking, but it's also not who we are as a country.
What the House has legislation that tries to deal with this, H.R. 1. What would that do?
Well, H.R. 1 is, in my opinion, the sword for us to affirmatively expand voting rights. It has automatic and same-day voter registration. It ends things like voter purges, stops things like voter ID laws, but also end partisan gerrymandering. That's the affirmative expansion of voting that we need. We also have H.R. 4, the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, to repair the damage done by the Supreme Court to the Voting Rights Act. That would then be the shield to allow us to defend ourselves against some of these laws, to bring back a national pre-clearance standard so that states that maybe weren't covered previously would be covered by pre-clearance. That's the approach we need to take, in my opinion, is from both sides, both affirmatively expanding voting rights and fixing what the Supreme Court did in gutting the Voting Rights Act.
So with your experience as a voting rights attorney and you're quarterbacking this for the Democrats, what's more important, getting the national legislation through the House, through the Senate, or fighting these things within the state legislatures?
Well, it's going to be a long fight in the state legislatures. And as you know, Lawrence, we have so many of these legislatures that we don't control and that we don't have the ability to stop what they're doing. And unfortunately, over the last 4 years, we've seen judges put on federal courts from the district court level to the appellate court level to certainly the Supreme Court who are going to be hostile to voting. So we can't just rely on the courts and we can't just rely on these state legislatures to do the right thing. So we have to have a federal law. We don't want to have vastly different voting rights from one state to another. We want to make sure we set a national standard. It should be fair. It has to be something that inspires confidence in the American people, certainly. But let's be very clear. Voter fraud is not a large risk for our country. The risk that we're facing right now is that politicians are trying to pick their voters. They're trying to put in place laws to make it impossible for them, in many cases, to lose their jobs. That's not how this thing works. As somebody who has run for office myself, I can tell you, you have to accept, being a Texas Democrat, that you might lose some elections every now and then. You go out, you organize, you put forward policies that you think can convince people to vote for you, and you try to win. That's how we do things in our country.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.